On day 1, I spawned in as a baby poison snake. I had 5 hearts and was in a desert.
Fozo, over here!
I looked over and saw Tara, my sister. She was the leader of the snakes. Everyone looked up to her, including me. Wow, Tara, I want to be strong and brave, just like you.
You will, little brother, and someday you're gonna lead all the snakes into prosperity.
Suddenly, a large, scary owl flew over the hill. The snakes started to all panic. Who is this guy?
It's Orion. He's trying to capture us snakes. Quickly, Fozo, you need to run.
I finally found you. You're coming with me.
I don't think so. Since I'm a poisonous snake, this owl should be nothing to me. Suddenly, he swooped down and knocked me against the wall. Ow!
You weakling.
I was low on health, and he was about to kill me. But Tara got in our way, and the owl grabbed her instead.
Fozo, run away, now!
Tara! No! I have to get her back.
My army, get the other snakes.
Suddenly, I heard screams and looked over to see the other snakes were being chased by a whole flock of birds. From the looks of things, they were all headed to a nearby forest, and I knew that I had to follow them if I wanted answers on how to save my sister. On day 2, all of us were still running away.
All right, guys, time to go find another home.
Wait, what? We're just gonna leave? That owl took my sister, your leader. Aren't we gonna get her back?
Orion is too strong to fight. That owl takes snakes all the time and brings them back to his nest.
His nest? Why? Suddenly, we could hear the sound of birds and knew that they were nearby. The snakes all scattered, and I needed to leave too. I ran as fast as I could and ended up in a snow biome. Oh no. With all this snow, the birds are easily gonna spot me. I could hear one of them getting close. I needed to hide. I looked around and found a small crevice to fit into.
I know I saw a snake around here somewhere.
Oh no. I need to make this hole bigger. While the bird was searching the nearby trees, I quickly was able to break down a couple of logs and craft myself a wooden pickaxe. With that, I was able to mine the crevice to better hide myself.
I guess I must be seeing things. This area is clear.
That was close. If I was gonna save Tara, I needed to better equip myself. With the stone I just mined, I was able to make myself some stone tools. Nice! But I celebrated too fast because it was getting cold. I was starting to lose hearts. I knew that I needed to leave the cold fast and find Orion. On day 3, I arrived at a jungle and noticed my hearts were coming back. A nice warm area. I searched around until I ran into a group of boars.
Look, boys, guess we're gonna be having snake for lunch.
Stay back. As a snake, I had the ability to splash poison on my enemies. I tried on the boar, but it wasn't strong enough to damage them.
Stupid snake, your poison's not gonna work on us.
The boar then all began to surround me. Oh no, I'm done for. Suddenly, a frog came in and jumped in between us.
So you want to eat something? Why don't you try and eat me?
Ah, it's Zeke! Run for it!
Hey, thanks for rescuing me. Why didn't the boar want to eat you?
Easy. I'm poisonous, just like you. I'm just a little more lethal.
Well, thanks for the save. I'm Fozo.
My name is Zeke. Come with me. We have a lot to discuss. Welcome to my humble home. It's not much, but make yourself comfortable.
I told Zeke about my situation, and he knew all too well about Orion.
Orion is on a mission to get rid of all the poisonous animals in Minecraft. He won't stop until no one's left. The only way to stop him is to collect the poisonous upgrades and become the most poisonous creature ever to be seen.
If getting these upgrades brings me closer to saving my sister, then that's what I'll do. Where do I start?
Start by building a home. The journey ahead is a dangerous one.
I quickly gathered materials around the cave and built a small little snake home right next to Zeke's house.
Good. There's not much time if you want to save your sister. Take this. It should lead you to the first poisonous upgrade.
Thanks, Zeke. I grabbed the map and immediately left the cave. On day 5, I followed the map to the first poisonous upgrade, slithering as fast as I could. The sooner I get these, the sooner I find my sister. I passed through the plains and was suddenly confronted by a fox with a chef's hat?
Well, it looks like I found a poisonous snake. Orion will definitely want you.
I can't get captured now. I tried hitting the fox with my stone sword.
Ha! Your little toothpick won't harm me.
The fox then swiped at me with his spatula, and I took a lot of damage. Ow! I'm too little to fight this guy. I tried to dodge the fox's attacks, but he was too fast and was overwhelming me. I needed to get out of here, but how? I then saw a small hole and had an idea. I quickly evaded the fox box by going inside of it. He looked around for any side of me, but eventually got frustrated and left the area. Ha! I guess being a snake has its benefits. From there, I realized I was in a smaller cave. I looked down the tunnel and can see the other end illuminating a green essence. Can this be where the first poison upgrade is? I kept journeying through the cave until I noticed some iron inside. I used my stone pickaxe to mine the material and had enough to upgrade into iron tools. I kept going further in until I met a large lizard.
What brings you to the cave of poison?
I told the lizard that I was there to receive the first upgrade. The lizard led me to the edge of a spring, and I looked over to see that it was full of poison. Wow, that's a lot of... As I hit the poison, I could see my heart's increasing. What's happening to me? A strange sensation took place, and I can feel my body beginning to transform. I grew in size and was now an adult poison snake. I now had a total of 15 hearts and had a cool poison splash ability. Sweet.
There are 5 keepers to the poison. Only the right person is allowed to partake in these upgrades, and it looks like you're the one.
You know, you could have at least told me that before you pushed me off.
To gather the second one, you need to speak to Nyx, the scorpion in the desert. Be careful. These upgrades will be getting much harder each time.
On day 7, I was making my way to the desert when I saw a platypus near a pond.
Leave me alone! What did platypuses ever do to you?
Yeah, shut up. You're gonna be my next meal.
Leave him alone! I approached the crocodile and was ready to defend the platypus. He tried to attack me, but I dodged. I used my new poison splash on him, causing him to panic.
Ah, poison! You dirty snake! You got lucky this time, platypus. I'll be back.
The poison was too strong for the crocodile, and he fled through the pond. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, the name's Phil. You aren't gonna, bite me and kill me, are you? Because I'm warning you, bud. I'll put up a fight!
What? No. I urged him to come back to base. It wasn't safe for him here. He agreed. The two of us made it there, and I quickly built him a small home with the resources that I had left over. Looking around, I realized that this place could become a safe haven for other poisonous creatures. But first, we needed a food source. I quickly went out and lured some chickens into the base, building a pen around them and using their eggs as food.
Thanks for letting me stay here. You know, us platypuses are pretty knowledgeable when it comes to biomes and animals. I heard you were looking for a scorpion.
Do you know where they live?
Personally, I have no idea, bro. But maybe someone at my village did. Be careful, though. It's been overrun by the birds. Why do you think I was in trouble earlier on?
If you get caught, Fozo, there's no surviving that. I'll come with you for backup.
Good idea, Zeke. Let's head out. Once we got closer to the swamp, I could hear that birds were flying over the area. We went under a tree to hide from them. There were too many to deal with, and I didn't want Zeke to get hurt. The swamp was completely destroyed, and there were no other platypus in sight. Just as Phil said, we tried our best to avoid the birds from spotting us, going from tree to tree and making sure to be as quiet as possible. Eventually, we spotted a small wooden house and went inside of it. Zeke and I looked around the place until I spotted a journal on the bed. This could be useful. I picked it up and brought it over to Zeke.
What does it say?
Before I could read it, a few birds swooped in on us. So much for being quiet. One flew down and tried to scratch me with his claws, and I used my poison shot to counter his attack. The bird was stunned, and I used it again to defeat him. The others saw this and flew off. Now that they're gone, let's see what this journal has to say. We read it and found a section that told us where in the desert we can find Nyx. Time to go meet this scorpion. On days 9 to 10, Zeke and I made it to the desert and began our search for Nyx the scorpion.
Man, this heat is killing me.
Zeke was right. We needed to find cover soon. Hey, what's that? We both looked on the ground and saw a shadow that was flying closer and closer to us. It was too late when I finally saw who it was. Orion landed right in front of us.
So, it's true. My flock has reported you causing them some trouble. And from the looks of things, you've grown since the last time we've met.
And I will keep getting stronger until I save my sister.
Your sister's future is set in stone, young one. And soon soon enough, you will be right next to her to join her fate.
No! Orion charged at me, but I jumped out of the way, dodging his attack. Take this! I shot my poison at him, but he was able to dodge all of them until one managed to hit.
Ah, blasted snake! Once I'm done with my mission, no poison will affect me, and you will be done for!
Orion flew up into the sky and left the area. What did he mean by that?
There has to be more to his hatred for poison animals. And in due time, we will find the truth. But for now, we must get out of this heat, Fozo.
You're right. I noticed that I was slowly starting to lose hearts. Come on, Zeke. We need to find shelter. Now. We ran across the desert looking for any way to avoid the sun. Eventually, we found a large cave entrance. What is this?
The entrance to the Scorpion! Quick, get inside!
We walked inside, only to find the tunnel completely blocked off. Great, now what?
You know, what you did back there against Orion was pretty brave. If only I could. As a frog, I'd never do any moves like that.
What are you talking about, Zeke?
Well, I'm not as useful as most. In the past, Orion sent his birds to attack my family and the other frogs. It was the beginning of his so-called mission. I tried to protect my family, to do everything that I could, but I was too weak to do anything. My wife and son died in front of me. Like I said before, the only way that I'm useful is when I'm eaten. For so long, I wanted to be the one to stop Orion, but now I know you must be the one to do it.
Wow, I'm sorry that happened to you.
I know what it's like to lose family to those birds. I won't let the same thing happen to you. I promise that I'll do everything in my power to get your sister back.
Thanks, Zeke. Now, come on. Let's find a way through this tunnel. We both scanned around until I saw a crack near the entrance. Suddenly, I had an idea. I slithered my way in and managed to get inside. Yes! I quickly went to the other side and opened the entrance to let Zeke in. Now, let's go find that scorpion. On days 13 to 14, we journeyed further into the cave and began looking for Nyx.
It sure is dark in here.
Yeah. If we're on the right track, we can end up... Wow! Ow! Zeke and I fell through a hole. I couldn't find any way to climb up, and it was too high for Zeke to jump. Hello? Is anyone out there? I think we're in some kind of trap.
Looks like I've stumbled upon some intruders.
We looked up to see a giant scorpion staring down above the hole. Look, we come in peace.
You think I care? Give me a reason why I shouldn't sting you two right now.
Because we're here to stop Orion. We need the poison upgrade you have.
Ha! You're not even worthy of my poison upgrade. I mean, look at you. You're just a measly snake and a stupid frog.
At least let us prove our worth. Please. He has my sister. Nyx thought for a moment and then left us. Great. He's gone.
You want to prove yourselves? Fine.
What can we do?
My baby scorpions have been taken away from me by those birds. If you find and rescue them, then maybe I'll think about giving you the poison upgrade.
You've got yourself a deal. Zeke and I were walking throughout the desert, and I was getting frustrated. Ugh, this is pointless. How are we supposed to find those baby scorpions? They could be anywhere.
Calm down. There has to be a way we can find them. Just think. Concentrate.
All right. I started thinking, and out of instinct, my tongue started to taste the air. I looked down, and I was able to see a bunch of footprints leading in one direction. Whoa, snakes are awesome. I know where they are. The tracks eventually led us to a different part of the desert where the scorpions were being held captive, and it looked like the birds were taking poison from them. Why would they do that?
They're hurting the scorpions. We've got to save them.
The two of us rushed in, and I quickly got the birds' attention while Zeke freed the scorpions. I used my poison blast on them and greatly weakened them, but there were too many to fight. I think we're outnumbered. What are we gonna do now? Suddenly, Nyx came in.
Looks like you found my children. Don't worry, I'll take it from here.
He swiftly took down the birds one by one. Whoa! Eventually, he took down the last one, and the scorpions were all finally safe.
Thank you for finding my family. Maybe you are the poisonous champion the world has been waiting for.
On days 17 to 18, we returned to his cave, and the scorpion led me to a secret room. Inside was another sulfur pit, and something was down at the bottom. You don't need to push me down. I'll just jump. As I landed, I noticed a pair of eggs floating.
Eat the eggs. They're the second upgrades.
I did as he asked and ate the poisonous eggs. Suddenly, I had the same familiar sensation as my first upgrade. I grew into a much larger snake and gained 5 more hearts. I noticed that I now too had a tail slam ability. This will definitely come in handy. Thank you.
Don't mention it, but you two must find the Widow's hideout. There, your third upgrade awaits.
But where am I supposed to find that?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. I never thought the day would come that someone would harness the power of the poison. Good luck, Fozo, and be well.
Zeke and I started our journey back to base and came across a destroyed forest. Trees were dead and most of the grass was completely gone. What could have caused this? While we were walking, we got hit with a blast of poison. I looked up and saw a giant plant emerging from the ground in front of us.
You destroy my home, then come back for more? I shall kill you!
The plant lashed out and tried to fight us. Hey, calm down. We didn't do any of this. He wasn't listening though, so I had no choice but to defend myself. I tried stunning him with my poison splash, but it was no good. It seemed like the plant was immune. I then used my new tail slime ability, which was able to stun the plant for a second, giving him time to calm down. Stop this. We didn't do anything, I swear.
Oh, I'm sorry for fighting you. The last people that came through this forest left it in this state. All of my fellow plants have died out. Now there's nothing left. My name is Toxin. I am the last of the poison plants.
I'm sorry to hear that, Toxin. Why don't you come with us and stay at our base?
Any place is better than here. If you help me, I shall help you grow even stronger, Snake.
On days 21 to 23, we returned to base with Toxin, and I got to work making him a new home. I replaced a lot of the cave's ground with grass blocks and plants to make it feel like his old home. He was very grateful.
Being on clean soil feels so much better.
Now, you said that you would help me master my poison abilities?
That's right. In our fight from earlier, I noticed that you weren't using your abilities fully. I think I know how I can help with that.
The plant pointed me to an open part of the base and told me that he wanted me to complete 2 tasks. I was assigned to build some targets around, and I did as Toxin said. He wanted me to hit the targets with my poison abilities. Alright, sounds easy enough. I focused and let out my poison splash. I was able to affect all the targets right in front of me.
Good. Now you should be able to use your splash on a wider area.
The second task looked a lot harder. How am I supposed to do this?
I want you to precisely hit the targets with your poison shot.
I tried hitting the targets, but I missed them. Look, I don't think I could do this, alright? Poison isn't necessarily accurate.
Nonsense! You have to focus, not with your brain, but with your heart.
My heart? Okay, here goes nothing.
Someday, you're gonna lead all the snakes into prosperity.
I can't let her down. I can't! I then used my poison shot and hit each of the targets.
Great job, Fozo! Now your abilities will be much more effective. Here's a reward for your training.
Toxin infused my iron sword with poison, giving me more ways to fight and combat. Thanks!
Fozo, I have found where your next upgrade lies, but you're not going to like it.
I followed Zeke into a deep cave that led underground. He then led me to a spot that had a vein of diamond ores.
You're going to need to prepare yourself for the road ahead. It won't be easy.
I used my iron pickaxe to collect as many as I could and was able to craft myself a diamond chestplate. Nice! I continued following Zeke until we eventually reached a foggy forest. It was covered in spider webs. What is this place?
This is the land of the spiders. Usually they're not so hostile, but now times have changed.
They live here? But it seems so empty.
That's because the birds wiped out the weak ones. All that's left are the elite poison spiders, and they prefer to remain secret to the world. The last person to see one was Rowan, the chef fox.
Wait, you mean that fox that was beating me with a spatula?
Yes, he takes animals to his home and turns them into meals. He isn't someone you can take lightly.
Well, I'm ready to take him on.
The road from now on will be too dangerous for me to join. You're on your own for now, but I know that you can do this. Good luck, Fozo. I believe in you.
Thank you, Zeke. I won't let you down. He pointed me towards Rowan's location, and I made my way over there. On days 27 to 29, I reached Rowan's place and found myself in front of a giant kitchen. As soon as I went inside, I heard Rowan speak.
Orion and I had a deal.
Huh? I sneaked over to see what was going on. It looks like he's talking to one of Orion's bird minions.
Orion's not pleased with you, Rowan.
Pleased? I'm the one who's not pleased. I bring you the poisonous animals. You take the poison. You get your anti-venom, and I get to be full and happy.
Anti-venom? That doesn't sound like a good thing.
You need to step up your game, Fox, and bring more poisonous animals. Unless you want to deal with Orion himself.
I need to find out where the poison spiders are before their conversation ends. I scanned the kitchen for any clues until I found a room full of books. Each book looked like it had the coordinates to a poisonous animal. So that's how Rowan found me. I spotted the book for the poison spiders and quickly picked it up. Sweet. Now to get out of...
Hey, what are you doing in my kitchen?
Shopping? Rowan came charging at me, and I immediately shot him with my poison blast, blinding him.
Ah, my eyes!
By the way, that was personal. While Rowan was distracted, I quickly made my way out of his kitchen. The coordinates led me to a mountain deep within the jungle. I noticed a cave nearby and decided to go look for materials. Zeke said that spiders were very hostile, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. I journeyed inside and was eventually able to find some more diamonds. I mined them and was able to complete the rest of my diamond armor set. I then returned to the mountain and it was pretty tall, but lucky for me, snakes are great climbers. I scaled up the mountain and finally reached the top, but I couldn't see the poison spiders anywhere. Where could they be? The tracking says that they should be right in front of me. Unless... oh no. The ground below me broke and I fell. Not again. Ugh. I found myself trapped in a giant spider web, but there was something strange about this one. My vision started to get blurry, and I realized it was poisonous. Oh no, I'm gonna pass out. On days 33 to 35, I was starting to recover from the poison, and my vision started to come back. I looked around and found myself surrounded by a group of poison spiders. Stay back! I cut myself from the webs and saw an opening to escape through. Once I went through the opening, I was scared to see that I was in the middle of a poison spider society. I'm in big trouble. They were everywhere, and I had nowhere to go.
If you want to make it out of this place alive, then you must first meet our queen.
The spider led me through the colony. Until we reached a throne room where a large tarantula was waiting.
Who dares to intrude on Stella's secret poison society?
I don't mean to intrude, Your Majesty. I just wanted to receive the third poison upgrade.
Ha! You wish to obtain the poison upgrade. You must best me in battle. Try your best to make it out alive.
Stella charged in and tried to bite, but I quickly evaded her attack. I tried hitting her with my poison blast, but she was too fast for me. She then shot me with a poison web, and I was starting to grow weak. Every time a web hit me, it made me feel tired. I can't lose here. I waited for Stella to attack, and once she did, I was able to stun her with my tail slam. Then I shot her a bunch using my poison shot, deeming me victorious.
Congratulations. You've won this fight, and for that, I shall reward you.
Stella walked up and bit me. Ow! What was that for? I thought you said I won. Suddenly, I felt stronger than ever and gained 5 more hearts.
My venom is the third poison upgrade. Now you use poison webs just like me. You must go find the next keeper of poison, the sea snake. Farewell and good luck.
I found the exit to the poison spider's cave. All right, time to go find this sea snake. Ow! I got hit by a tranq dart and started to feel dizzy. Who shot me?
Did you really think you could break into my home and not suffer any consequences?
Oh no. Ow. My head. I woke up and found myself inside of a bird cage. I was next to other ones and they were all full of other snakes. Man, I need to stop passing out. Where am I? I turned around to see a bunch of birds staring down at us. A bird was outside of my cage, watching me.
Orion will be here soon, poisonous snake.
He then flew, and I knew that I needed to get out of here. I need to free the other snakes too, but how? I looked up at the cages and thought about my new upgrade I got from Stella. umbrella. I concentrated and used my poison web to hit the bars that were holding us captive. Eventually, the poison was strong enough to break the bars and release us from our cages. Nice! We're free now. Wait, what's that? Off in the distance, I saw another bird cage, and it was holding my sister, Tara! I ran towards her, but was blocked off by Orion.
Poison Snake, you're here. Good. I wanted to test out my theory.
The owl shot at me with some kind of blast, and I was in a lot of pain. Ah, what's this?
Something that will get rid of all poisonous creatures for good, but it's not yet complete.
I already lost half of my hearts. He tried to lunge at me, but I dodged him. Stay strong, Tara. I promise I'm gonna get you out soon.
Run, brother. I believe in you.
I didn't want to leave, but I had no other choice. I made a break for the exit and left the area. On days 39 to 41, I returned with the other snakes that escaped back to my base.
Fozo, I'm glad to see that you returned safely and you brought back some friends.
Yeah, show them around and make them feel comfortable. I need to regain my strength. I slowly went over to the chickens and ate some of their eggs.
Are you okay? You look wounded and seem upset.
Of course I'm upset. My sister, she was right in front of me, and I couldn't do anything to save her.
Fozo, look around you and see our base.
I turned and looked around all throughout the cave.
Because of you, so many lives were saved, and soon enough, your sister will be saved by you too. I made you a promise. We will save your family.
Thanks, Zeke. I guess I needed to hear that. I quickly gathered materials and built up some small homes for the snakes. Now, hopefully, you guys can all feel comfortable here.
Thank you for rescuing us. I didn't realize why Orion was doing this until I found out from the birds. You see, long ago, Orion had a loving family. But that all changed when they traveled through the wrong area. His wife and kid were attacked by poisonous animals, leaving him the only one alive. I think this is why he wants us all wiped from existence.
That is tragic. But still, it doesn't make what he's doing right. All of us are innocent, and we will stop him. I came out of my house, and Zeke was outside waiting for me.
There's something I want to show you.
He led me to a shoreline, and we were looking over the ocean. What are we doing out here?
There, the third upgrade is located deep in the waters below.
It's down there? What do you mean? There's no way I'll be able to swim down there and hold my breath. I'll drown. What is that? I ran over and saw that Phil was being attacked by the same crocodile from before.
Back off, you stupid croc, before I peck your eyes out!
Just hold still and let me eat you.
All right, enough. I used my poison web to split them up. Dude, why do you keep trying to eat my friend here?
Because he's a platypus. I'm a crocodile. I just want to naturally eat him.
I'll give you something to eat, you lousy...
All right, enough, Phil. If I find you a new food source, will you stop trying to eat him?
Sure, that works for me.
The crocodile left and returned to the waters.
That guy's crazy.
On days 45 to 47, I began my search to find the crocodile a new source of food. I came across a large lake and looked down, only to notice that it was full of all kinds of fish. You know, this should do nicely. I found some trees nearby and chopped them all down with my iron axe. Then, I used all the wood to make a nice fishing post over the lake. I think the crocodile will like this. I brought Phil and the crocodile over to the outpost, and he looked down at all of the fish below.
It's not platypus, but this will do.
Hey, watch it, buddy. Pretty soon us platypuses are gonna be at the top of the food chain. Then you guys are gonna be the prey.
All right, Phil, that's enough. Just be glad that the crocodile isn't gonna try to eat you.
You really went through all of this just to help me, even though I'm not a poisonous animal. Thanks a lot. Here, I think this should be very useful to you.
He then dropped me a few scoots. Thanks.
I heard that you were trying to find a way to breathe underwater longer. I hope this helps.
This is gonna help out a lot. I used them to craft myself a turtle helmet. I then jumped into the lake and I was able to breathe underwater. Yes! Now I can go find that next poison upgrade. I returned to the shoreline and equipped the turtle helmet. All right, here goes nothing. I jumped into the water and began swimming down to the bottom of the ocean. Eventually, I found a temple and a large sea snake guarding the entrance.
Another snake? So, you think you're better than old Luck, huh? You think you can just swim around and do as you please in my waters, huh?
No. I just came here to get the poison upgrade.
Poison upgrade? So, you do think you're better than me? Well, if you want the poison upgrade, you'll have to earn it.
Listen, I don't. Locke swam past me so fast that I didn't even realize he attacked. Ow! He then did it again, and again. This guy is serious. How am I supposed to beat him in his own terrain? I tried hitting him with my poison blast, but he easily dodged it. Maybe I can draw him away from the water. Only one way to find out. I swam up closer to the surface, and he was following right behind me. I then reached above the waterline, and out of nowhere, he launched himself over me. All right, please work. While he was in midair, I continuously shot him with my poison blast, weakening him. I then hit Locke with the tail slam, and the sea snake finally admitted defeat.
You're a lot tougher than I thought. All right, you win. The poison upgrade is all yours.
Locke bit me, and I began to transform again. My tail grew longer, and I gained 5 hearts. I also got a new poison wave ability.
The last upgrade is going to be the hardest one yet. You'll find it in one of the most dangerous places for a snake, the Arctic.
Thanks for the information, Locke. I'll head there. But first, I need to go rescue my sister. On days 51 to 53, I was making my way back to base when I spotted Zeke nearby. He was standing over 2 graves by a pond. Zeke, what are you doing out of the base?
Bozo, say hello to my family.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
You did nothing wrong and are always welcomed around. After they passed, I made these so I can always remember them. For years, I always felt so alone being by myself, but now I know I have a new family member looking after me. You.
I feel the same way, Zeke. You know, I know I've spent a lot of time trying to save my sister, but while doing so, I've never expected to find a new brother. I saw some flowers nearby and picked them up to plant them in front of the tombstones.
Thanks, Bozo. You're going to save your sister. I know you can do it.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go save her now. Not only will I bring Tara back, but you will also have a new sister.
I'd want nothing more.
We returned to base, and I decided to build up more of the area. I upgraded my house and made it bigger to fit my new size. I then upgraded Zeke's house and added a small pond for him. After that, I decided to make the farm a bit bigger by adding plant harvest to give everyone a variety of food sources. I looked around at the base, and I was happy to see that everyone in the community was striving.
Hey, Fozo, over here!
I walked over to the plant, and surprisingly, he's grown from the last time I saw him.
I've gotten more powerful now, thanks to all the poison running through this cave. It's starting to feel like my home again.
That's good to hear, Toxin. I'm glad you're enjoying our home. On days 57 to 59, I left the base to finally save my sister. As I was leaving, I heard rustling from some nearby bushes. What can that be?
Take this!
Ah! Rowan came out of the bushes and tried to attack me. I narrowly dodged it and faced the fox.
You know, I am over this. Why deliver you to Orion? I will just take you down myself.
He charged at me again, and we both started a fight. I can tell my poison was slowing him down a ton, but he just kept on going. Stop this!
Never!
This fox didn't realize how much I've upgraded, and he was about to find out. I used my new poison wave on him and greatly injured him. I was about to finish him off, but I stopped myself.
Why didn't you just kill me?
Lucky for you, Rowan. You're more useful to me alive than dead right now. I think I know just how you can help me save my sister. On days 60 to 62, I had a plan. Hopefully, a smart one. Don't try anything funny.
Yeah, I know.
Rowan quickly made his way over to Orion's main entryway, where there were 2 birds there keeping guard.
Halt! Wait, Rowan, why are you here with no new poisonous animals?
Orion, told me to tell you guys to leave guard for the holidays?
Weird, but okay. Let's go, Jeffrey.
I watched as both of them left. See? It wasn't so hard, was it? We both snuck in together, and that's when I saw her again. My sister. She looked so weak. I need to get her out of here and use my new poison blast to burst open a hole. Sis, it's so good to see you.
Bozo, you've come back for me.
Tara, you're weak.
I am dying, and fast.
Don't worry, I'll find a way to save you. Let's go now. All of a sudden, though, we heard a whistle. I turned around to see Rowan standing at the entryway with 2 other birds right next to him.
You think I would just let you take advantage of me? Seize him!
The birds charged in, but thanks to my new poison blast ability, I was able to take one down almost instantly. Whoa! I was about to hit the other one when Tara stepped in and used her own poison shot to finish the job.
I may be weak, but Don't forget who the leader of the snakes was.
Yeah, you got a good point. Come on, we need to hurry. We were able to make it back home on days 63 to 65. The longer I was with my sister, the weaker she was looking.
My goodness, your sister looks hurt. She needs poison.
Poison? So what? Am I supposed to attack her or something?
You must find the sacred poison berry located deep within my home forest. It's what helped us plants grow.
Poison berry, huh? Tara, just stay strong for me, will you?
I'm trying, brother.
Bozo, you must hurry.
Toxin, tell me exactly where to find the berry. On days 66 to 68, I entered Toxin's home forest, but it seemed way different than before. It was a lot more quiet than the last time I was here, and I couldn't see 10 feet in front of me. I heard wings flap. Hello? I kept going until I reached a clearing, which revealed a hilltop. On top of it lied the poison berries. This is just too easy. I went over to grab them when I heard the tree next to me move. Is anyone there? In a nearby cave, two bright eyes started to glow in the shadows, and the beast slowly made its way in my vision. What are you?
You dare try to take my forest's poison berries?
I need them. My sister, she's dying. I have to take them.
No, you won't. But you will die for trying!
Wait, no! But it didn't listen and began to fly over my head. I tried shooting my poison at it, but it kept on dodging. Then it shot back at me its explosive spits. Ugh, this is so gross. How am I supposed to take on this thing? I got it. I perfectly timed my poison web and shot at a tree nearby, which made it unable to fly.
Go ahead then. Steal my berries, just like those cursed birds have stolen everything from me.
Look, I'm trying to stop them, but in order to do so, I need these berries. I promise your home will return to how it once was. Once Orion and his fleet are gone, okay? The bat looks scared, but agreed to let me take them. I then went over and grabbed them. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. On days 69 to 71, I reached back home and noticed there was a new building in the cave. I walked inside and saw Zeke standing next to my sister.
Bozo, there you are. You must hurry. She doesn't have much longer.
I walked over and fed my sister the poison berries. She then was able to stand properly.
Bozo, thank you. I feel so much better.
Of course, I'm just glad that I could help.
You have saved me, but this is far from over. If we don't stop Orion, all poisonous species will come to an end.
I know. Now that I know you're safe, I will go and defeat him myself. I started to leave the base and was out of the cave when I got shot from behind. Ow!
You are still not ready yet. Orion has developed his antivenom. Your attacks won't do anything to him. You must grow stronger.
Well, how am I supposed to do that?
Of course, the Phoenix. The poison Phoenix shall grant you the poison powers you seek.
Then I'll go out and find this Phoenix. On days 72 to 74, Zeke and I went out venturing far off in the desert. Where does a poison Phoenix even live? We kept walking when all of a sudden, a spatula explosion cut our path. We turned around to see Rowan on a nearby hill. I tried to give you a chance, but now you're done.
Bring it!
Rowan and I fought valiantly, each delivering blow after blow. His spatulas were still really tough, but I knew with my upgrades, I stood a way better chance. I also looked over at Zeke, and he was trying to fight as well.
You, a useless frog? How dare you fight me? You will never amount to anything in life. You will never...
You will never finish that sentence. Hey, thanks for keeping him busy, buddy. I looked down and saw that he dropped a map. Huh? As I picked it up, I noticed that Zeke seemed down. Are you all right?
Yeah, his words got to me a little.
Hey, look at everything you've done. You have already amounted to one of the best animals who's fighting this cause.
I know, I just wish I could do more.
It's okay, Zeke. Look here. Looks like Rowan was also keeping tabs on the poison Phoenix. I now know where he resides, but it looks like it won't be easy. After reading more about the Phoenix, we realized it lived in the coldest winter biome known to Minecraft. I'm not sure if you know this, but snakes aren't necessarily the cold type. So Zeke and I decided to find a way for me to survive in the cold.
I know someone that may grant you your warmth. Follow me.
I was starting to get really cold and knew that I needed to get warm fast. We then reached a hill, and on the other side of it lied a small snow camp.
Oh, Zeke, what brings you here?
Hello, old friend. I have a bit of a problem.
Zeke quickly caught his friend up about our entire situation. He told us he would love to help, but we would need to help him first. first.
By the way, the name's Worm.
Worm brought us over to his food supply, which looked pretty empty.
A nasty beast keeps taking out our food while we sleep. Retrieve our stolen items, and I shall help you.
Seems fair. Where to? On days 78 to 80, Zeke and I reached the area Worm pointed us towards. It was getting pretty late, but I was just happy I was out of the cold.
Bozo, I hear something up ahead.
We kept walking forward until we made it to an opening. There, I saw plenty of food being held in barrels. I quickly went over to grab all the food. Why does this almost feel too easy?
So, you think you can steal my food from me, do you?
You stole them from the worms. What? You can't handle a taste of your own medicine?
I shall kill you both where you still...
What the? Oh, no. Orion? He looked completely different. It looks like his anti-venom kicked in.
I finally found you! Breaking in my nest, doing as you please. Take a look, poison snake. I am almost fully anti-venomous. Your poison can't harm me.
Zeke, run! Orion charged in and tried to hit me, and it did a lot of damage. I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Yes, you will.
Zeke walked out in between me and the owl.
I am finally taking a step, Bozo. I have stood aside and watched for too long. It is time I finally do something with myself for once. I love you, brother.
What are you doing? Wait, no! He didn't listen though and sprinted towards the owl. He then leapt the highest I've ever seen him do before, jumping right into the owl's mouth. Zeke!
What is happening? Ouch!
Orion started to take heavy poison damage. He started to panic and fly away. No, Zeke! I was left there all alone. On days 81 to 85, I returned to Worm to give him his food.
Where's Zeke?
He didn't make it. Worm was very saddened to hear this. He knew just like I did that Zeke was the purest of them all.
Take this, Snake. Avenge our fallen hero!
He handed me over a full winter set of armor. With it, I was able to withstand the cold a lot more. Thank you. I left and reached my base to deliver the bad news. Everyone there seemed sad, but knew what he did was for every single one of us. Knowing this, I went up to the lake and made him his grave right next to his fallen families. I'm sorry, Zeke. Just know you will always be my brother. I'm gonna finish all of this for you, your family, and all of us poison creatures. On days 86 to 90, I was in the snow biome and noticed that it was snowing, like a lot. And far off in the distance, I could see a temple lying on top of a mountain. I made my way over, and once I reached the main room, I noticed a large, bright green bird was there waiting for me.
And who might you be?
I'm the poison snake, and I'm guessing you're the poison phoenix. The phoenix then jumped down and landed right in front of me.
Ah, yes. I've heard many things about you, Snake, and I know what you have come for, my poison.
That's right, but wait a minute. Aren't you a bird? Why would you help me?
Yes, I am. One of the only poisoned birds in existence, actually. I have isolated myself in this cold area to be far away from any other of my kind. Those who have lost their vision in life by killing the innocent. I wish to stop Orion just as much as you, and for that, I shall grant you your final ability.
I looked over and saw a poisonous feather on a pillar overlooking us. I quickly walked over, and as soon as I picked up the feather, red poison started to affect my body, changing my eyes into bright red and applying a red pattern on my scales. I also had 5 more hearts. I also noticed that I had a new ability. Whoa!
Use this on Orion when he is at his weakest.
I thanked the Phoenix and made my way back to base. On days 91 and 94, I walked into the cave, only to see a few birds attacking some of the homes. I quickly rushed over and took them down with my poison blast.
Thank you, brother. These birds have found our base. It is starting to get out of control.
I can see that. It's time we finish this. I think I'm ready to finally take on that owl. I then walked over to Zeke's grave. It's about time to end this, buddy. I promise. Your death won't be in vain.
If you think you're doing this alone, you are crazy.
Are you sure you want to? It's gonna be dangerous. My sister insisted, and the two of us headed off to confront Orion. On days 95 to 99, Tara and I arrived at Orion's nest.
It's time we finish this for all snakes.
I couldn't agree more. Birds saw that we were entering and all began to fly at us. Tara used her poisonous attacks to take them down one by one, while I used my new poison blast explosion to take down groups of them. That is when I saw them. Orion's 2 bright yellow eyes watching us on top of his nest.
Bozo, it's up to you now. You must Finish this!
I will, sister. Keep them busy. I quickly ran and made my way up to where Orion waited. On day 100, I reached Orion on top of his nest. It is over. Look around you. Just give up.
You really think I would give up? Oh, this is just the beginning. Soon the world of poisonous species shall feel the wrath of me. I will avenge my family.
Orion charged at me, but missed. He quickly turned around, though, and shot his anti-venomous blast at me. Ouch! You have no idea how many families you've separated, all because of this mission. He didn't care, though, and just kept on attacking me. Both of us were there, attacking each other back and forth, but my attacks weren't doing that much damage.
I will see to the end of your species. I will see to the end of all of them.
Orion then blasted me with another shot, bringing me down to 1 heart. He then picked me up and started flying way over his nest. Oh no!
Goodbye, Snake. Once you are gone, I will stop at nothing to finish the rest of your kind.
Wait, no! As I was slowly falling, I knew that this was the perfect time to shoot my final ability at him. I quickly started to concentrate and shot directly at him. I hit the floor, but to my surprise, I landed in water. Oh, thank goodness. I looked up at Orion. Please hit. Please. It hit.
No!
The blast caused him to fall and crash down on his nest, defeating him.
Brother, you did it.
No, Tara, we did.